Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. There are loads of changes coming to support heroes. There's massive buffs for Lucio. Anna gets a really good buff. Mercy, though, she gets nerfed. Oh my god. Check this out. So Jeff Goodman says, in the next patch, we're reviewing the current state of support heroes and I'm making some changes to nearly all of them to keep them competitive with each other. I'll start by listing the changes below. Well, I guess we'll just read the changes off and then we'll go into the actual breakdown of the changes because Jeff explains why each change is being made. So check this out. Anna, Nano Boost, additionally heals the target instantly for 300 HP. Brigitte, Shield Bash cooldown increased from 6 to 7 seconds. So that's a nerf. Anna's is a buff. Lucio, get ready for this, ladies and gentlemen. Sound barrier effect increased 50% from 500 to 750 shields. What? Crossfade aura radius increased from 20%, from 10 meters to 12 meters. Now, 2 meters might not sound like a lot, but I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it actually is. Massive buff there for Lucio. Mercy, here's a nerf. Primary fire healing beam reduced 17% from 60 heals per second to 50 heals per second. Moira, healing resource-based regen rate increased by 20%. All right, now then he says, let's break it down. Let's explain why he's made all of these changes. Now, let's do it. There's going to be lots of text on the screen in this video, guys, but we need to get into the mind of Jeff and see what's going on. So this is what he says for Anna. Anna has a very strong and unique toolbox, with the potential to dish out more healing than any other hero in the game. That said, she has a couple disadvantages that can be difficult to overcome, such as the potential to miss your targets, not having any mobility options, and having a more difficult time keeping herself healed up. Her ultimate can be very powerful, but often feels like it can be difficult to use effectively unless it is in combination with other allied ultimates such as Genji's Dragon Blade. This new change allows Anna to use her ultimate as a clutch save on a dying teammate, or even use it in combination with a biotic grenade for a huge instant heal on even the biggest of tank health pools. Alright, so initial snap reaction off me on this. This is fine. I think I would have liked to see the movement component come back to Nano Boost. The big 300 heal is going to be interesting because you will be able to just save people from death, which is kind of funky. But is that better than Mercy being able to res? Probably on paper, but we'll have to wait and see because obviously Mercy's res is just an ability. It's not an ultimate that takes time to charge. I feel like my knee-jerk reaction to this is it's good because Anna gets a buff, but I still think the main problem with Anna is she just cannot get effective heals on targets, and that's the big issue. That's why everybody wants Mercy, and that's why everybody don't really want Anna. So Brigitte, this is what he says. Shield Bash is Brigitte's strongest ability, and its short cooldown makes it very difficult to play around. We'd like to keep her Shield Bash and subsequent melee combos powerful and effective, while just allowing a little more counterplay against it. We've talked about possibly reducing her defense somewhere, such as reducing her barrier health. However, her tank hybrid nature is a core part of her kit, and we want to make sure she maintains that feeling of being a difficult target to take down. Overall, Brigitte's win rate is still the highest of any support, despite dishing out the lowest amount of raw healing per second. This speaks volumes to how powerful her kit can be outside of direct healing numbers. All right, this is good. The stun off Brigitte is annoying, right? It shuts down a lot of play. We've been through this, I think, a lot. It does shut down sort of higher skill play. If you're playing a Genji or a Tracer, you're trying to flank and Brigitte just stuns you and you die, it doesn't really feel too great. So I guess this is a good... Well, I don't guess. This is a good change for Brigitte. Is it enough for Brigitte? I don't know, but I think they're going in the right direction with her. You guys let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Lucio, this is massive, the Lucio one. Oh my god. So Lucio's crossfade aura can be an invaluable addition for any team. It can sometimes be difficult to keep your whole team boosted. We're increasing the radius of Lucio's crossfade aura to allow more flexibility in how he moves while still maintaining his powerful support songs to help out his team. His ultimate is also being increased to help counter large spikes of damage. For example, Junkrat's ultimate can deal a maximum of 600 damage, which Sound Barrier can now potentially negate completely. It is worth noting that even though the initial shield he provides is larger, it still takes the same amount of time to destroy itself. So that's interesting, isn't it? That means that, yeah, you can just stop Riptide now with your Sound Barrier. Potentially, you can stop things like Barrage. I think Barrage might put out more damage than that, but you might save people from the splash damage of Barrage. That's interesting. Lucio is in a weird place right now, so I do agree with this. I think this is a good change to Lucio. Increasing his aura size, yeah, that's good. Buffing the ultimate is crazy, like really crazy. So I think this is going to, this is good. This is good for Lucio. That's my knee-jerk reaction to that. It is good for Lucio. Lucio's had a lot of changes recently. I think they are kind of taking him in the right direction though, so I am cool with that. This is the huge one though. This is probably the one that's going to cause a lot of community, I don't want to say outcry, but community reaction. So this is Mercy. Mercy is intended to be able to consistently pump out more healing than any other healer over the course of a match. While this is currently true, the difference in healing is so significant that it makes it very difficult for other healers to compete with her for a spot on a team. Reducing her healing output will close this gap a little, but she will still maintain her status as the go-to pick for raw healing power. We'll keep an eye on her to make sure she is still a strong pick. So this is interesting, right? The comments here are saying, look, we want to nerf her, but we still want it to be a strong pick. Now, I agree with nerfing the amount of healing that she does. The explanation for this is a bit weird because Anna has problems healing because of barriers and all of that good stuff. Mercy just doesn't care about barriers. In fact, Moira can't heal through barriers now unless she throws her orb. But Mercy, she can still heal through all of this. So it's still a damn sight easier to actually heal with Mercy. I think Mercy's issue lies with Resurrect. This is why you see a lot of people picking the Mercy. This is why you will see people going, please swap the Anna, please swap the Moira, because if you're on defense, Temple of Anubis, let's say, you need the Mercy, because if your Widow gets killed by the enemy Widow, or the enemy kill one of your guys really quick, you need to res them to bring them back in a fight. It's such a powerful ability, and I think until that gets changed, we'll still see a lot of Mercy usage. So this is an interesting way to sort of take Mercy. Reducing healing, though, I think this is interesting. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Will this make a big difference? I mean, with her going down from 60 to 50 heals per second, could that potentially, it was that, wasn't it? I haven't just made them figures up. Yeah, from 60 heals per second to 50. So it is a nerf. Ooh, that's going to be one we're going to need to get into the game to find out, but I still feel that Mercy will be okay, so don't worry about Mercy, guys, if you play her. Moira, this is one. Moira is a strong hero that doesn't need a ton of changes. The resource change is here. The resource change here, I think he's misspelled there, is mostly to help her out in the situations where you're just not able to get close enough to the enemy to drain them for resources. Now, if your team is sparring with the enemy team at super long ranges, you'll have a bit more resources to work with to keep your team topped off. This is kind of nice. This does happen when you play Moira. When you're at range from the enemy, you can't get any juice. You can't start sucking the enemy. So you can't do any healing, which is kind of annoying. So this is okay. That's fine. Obviously, Moira's been kind of mashed by not being able to heal through barriers now with a primary fire, which, yeah. And then Zen. It just says we're not doing anything to Zen. So it's like, well, we aren't making any changes to Zen right now, as we feel he's in a pretty good spot. He is doing his job as well as a hybrid damage healer, and being able to provide Discord or for your team will always be welcome. Damn right. I mean, that's another one of these heroes where it's kind of like D.Va, right? D.Va, Mercy, Zen. Mercy's got res, D.Va's got defense matrix, Zen's got Discord orb. They're the best abilities in the game. You will never want a team without those heroes. If you watch the pro level, they've always got those heroes, at least one of those heroes in their team. There's a reason for that, because they're really good heroes. He then says these changes are coming to the PTR very soon. We're always looking at our stats, gathering feedback and playing the game to make sure all the heroes are viable. We will have time to watch and iterate on these changes throughout this PTR cycle, so please play and give feedback. All right then. So there's a lot of changes that we've just gone over here. I think I'm going to leave this video at that. I don't want to go into massive detail right now. I think this warrants actually getting them on the PTR, testing them out. The PTR is down right now. Potentially it will come back up for us to have a go with these changes. Hopefully it does, because we know Hammond is coming out next week, and the PTR has just gone offline. So there is potential there that the PTR doesn't come back until next week. We'll have to wait and see there. But these are some pretty huge changes, especially to Mercy and especially to Lucio. And Anna has got a bit of love in there. All right, guys, I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video, and I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.